Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my radio show. It's your host, your social media personality, your actress, Courtney Taylor, here to talk to you guys today on my show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get into the room, get into the room. We're talking about spooky season recommendations. We're talking about shows that I'm watching that ain't that spooky, but definitely needs to be on your watch list. And we're talking about my time on set, y'all. I'm talking about my time on set. Y'all know I love telling y'all my set experience. And I feel like every time I tell somebody about life on set, you know, y'all can envision it, y'all can feel it, y'all can see it manifested into your life if you're having that actor career as well. I love sharing my stories on set. So let's get into it. So this week I was on set today. And it was a time, y'all. I can't give nothing away yet. You guys will find out soon the things I've been working on. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. However, I was on set these last couple of days. Ooh, it was a good time, y'all. But what happened on set these past couple of days have been crazy. Because I thought, you know, everyone knows kind of what to do when they're on set, especially when you know, been around the block a couple times. You know not to post certain things, you know not to say anything, you know, to follow the rules, and you know, you mind your business, you keep pushing. That is not what happened on set these past couple of days, y'all. People were acting crazy. So one instance occurred. You know, we're doing this scene, and there was one guy in the scene, just supposed to be in the background, right? Chilling, doing his thing. One guy was in the scene and tried to make sure that his face was in every camera angle. Like he would push his way into the camera angle every single time. And if you are a background actor, if you are somebody who's maybe have one or two lines, maybe you're a co-star, maybe you are, you know, anything along those lines, and you have to be, you know, one of the characters in the back. You have to be somebody aloof. You have to pretend like nothing's going on, like we're not in a movie, we're not in a show. You know what I'm saying? You have to pretend like we're in a real life scenario. Why every time the camera moves, you moving closer to the camera? Why are you doing that? And don't think they're not noticing that. Like literally, I'm sitting with the rest of the cast of the thing I'm working on, and they're literally talking about it. Like this guy keeps trying to put himself in the camera angles. Like, dog, you're supposed to be right here. Stay on your mark. Like stay in your spot. Like you guys, background actors are literally, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna say this. Background actors are very, very important. Like background actors are kind of one of the most important things in anything, because it allows you to be a part of this world. It allows you to be submerged into this reality that, you know, these production companies create for you. And if you acting out of line because you're trying to get your 5 minutes of fame and get your face seen, like you gotta be careful. Like y'all don't understand. They don't ever have to call you back again. A lot of these companies don't ever have to call you back again. Like you have to make sure you're capitalizing on the background work in the best way you can, because you never know where that can go if you play your cards right. Background work is hard work. Background work is important work. And if they can't rely on you to be a background actor, you won't get called again. Like it's just that simple. It's just that simple. That boy got so many complaints while on set for the 3 days that he was on there. Why would anybody call you back, baby? You can't be relied on. You know what I'm saying? That was one instance that happened. Like the amount of people, the cast and the crew together that were talking about this boy being a nuisance on set, baby, I know his manager's about to be pissed. Okay? I know his manager's about to be heated when they hear what he was doing on set. Absolutely insane. Then I don't know if we are still like, I don't know if we're still in a retrograde. I don't know if we're still dealing with something with the planets. I don't know what's going on, but somebody else was acting up, another background actor. We standing for the scene, right? We're all standing for the scene. And one of the producers, another producer, where is she? One of the PAs, I think. I don't really know her title, but she's an important part of the show, and she's the one letting you know where to stand and stuff like that, and make sure you're, where you need to be before the cameras start rolling. She tells one of the background actors, she goes, "Hey, can you just stand over here real quick? I need you to be in this room. Nice, kind, nothing crazy. I mean, I've worked with her before. She is phenomenal. Like she's a phenomenal person at this job. I forget what her title is, y'all. Please don't play me. But she's great at her job, and she's not rude, and she's always like, let's get stuff done, This grown man literally stared at her and said, "I'm not moving over there." Literally, everybody was stunned. Like, everybody looking, the background actors looking at him, my girl looking at him like, "Why aren't you going to move to the spot where I need you to be? What's the problem?" I'll move when I'm good and ready. What? I'll move when I'm good and ready. What do y'all think this is? Where do y'all think y'all at? You signed up. You signed up to be on something, to participate, to listen, to help in any way possible. And now you giving the crew a hard time? Why are you doing that? What's the reason? I'm not understanding. And even if it was a long day, even it was like, because it was a long day, it's been a long day. However, like, why you here. Like, if anybody knows it's going to be a long day, it's background actors, because background actors are usually there earlier than the cast, and sometimes after the cast leaves. Like, y'all have no idea how intense background work is. So if you can't handle the background work, baby, find something else to do. Find something else to do. But now you're giving my girl, I wish I knew her title, and I can't say her name, but I wish I knew her title. Now you're giving my girl a hard time because you want to stand in a certain spot during the scene, dog. Then literally what happened? She goes, "All right, if you don't want to move, I'll have somebody else go there, and you don't have to be here right now." Silence, right? Now the background actors are like, "Dog, just do it." Like, now the background actors getting antsy. Everybody ready to go home. We now waiting on this background. I don't think the rest of the cast knew. I ended up finding out from somebody else. But we end up like, all the background actors like, "Dog, what are you doing? Just get to your mark. Like, what is going on?" And I think what the issue is that a lot of people get into this work and they don't leave they have these huge egos, right? They feel like they're supposed to be in a different position. They feel like that they may be above background work. They feel like they're going to do what they want, and they making good money, so they don't really got to listen to the crew. Y'all have to understand, this entire thing, when you're making something, when you're filming something, it's a team effort. From the background actors, to the cast, to the crew, to the people micing you up, to the people doing your makeup and hair, to the people figuring out your wardrobe, for the people figuring out lighting, figuring out, what the sound should be. Everybody, this is a team. So I'm trying to understand what you thought you was getting into. What did you think was going to happen? Besides somebody saying, "This is how I need you to do your job," and you just saying, "Okay, I'll do my job that way because you asked me to do my job that way, and that's what I'm hired to do." Like, it was absolutely insane. But what happened was, he was doing that on the first day. He was doing that on the first day he was on set, and he was supposed to be there for 2 days, and he was not there the second day. He was not there the second day. And I already know his team was pissed, because now the team who reps you, they can't rely on you to get the job and keep the job. That's the biggest part of it. You can get, it's not, I'm not gonna say it's easy to get the job. One of the steps is to get the job. That's one part. The hard part is keeping the job. The harder part, I would say, is keeping the job. You can get replaced like that. Okay? And if background work, and I say this a lot because I know background work is such hard work. I don't ever like put it past people who come in, who get in before me half the time, who leave after me sometimes. Like, background work is intense work. And if you're not trying to be part of the collective when you're on set, you should not be doing background work. You shouldn't be an actor if you're being 100% honest. If you're not trying to be a team player while you're on set, you should not be an actor. Like hands down. I don't care. I'm talking to everybody now. The divas on set, the mean people on set, the people who can't take nothing seriously, who just being a goofball on set. If you cannot be a team player and focus and get to work and do what you need to do to get the project going, baby, you should not be an actor. It's as simple as that. It's a team effort. If you're not trying to be part of the team, baby, get off the squad. You know what I'm saying? We can recruit somebody else. So it was absolutely insane on set. Then another issue. Somebody was taking pictures of their costumes and posting them live online. Why would you do that? Rule number 1, when you are on set, do not, if you're taking pictures, take them. Like, it's not like against the rules to take pictures. Posting them? Why would you shouldn't be posting them until after whatever you're doing it airs. Like, by all means, take pictures. It's an experience. It's an exciting one at that. Like, you're doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, like, with a lot of sets, it comes some discretion. It say that before you even sign up, okay? It say that before you even get on the lot. So why you posting and putting the costume and probably something else, because I think they said something else was showing in it that basically gave away everything that we was working on. Then you posting it online. Why are you doing that, dog? Like, are y'all like, it was just insane. It was an absolutely insane day on set. And that person, I don't know if it was he or she, that person left that day. Okay. They told that person to take down that photo, and he did not come back, or they did not come back. I'm not sure who specifically it was. One of the cast members told me, they said, oh, that we had to send them home because what are you doing? It's an etiquette to being on set. And when people make, not y'all, because not everybody in here trying to be an actor, but when people make silly mistakes, it could fuck up your whole trajectory in the acting industry. Please, please, please. If you're taking anything from me if you take anything from this discussion of me talking about my set experience last week, not my set experience was pretty great, but I'm talking about like background set experience. Please do your job and be reliable. Like, you have to be 100% reliable. You have to be patient. You have to be like, it's a long day, but I'm here. Like, you have to have a happy disposition when you in the background world, because when you do, people can rely on you. You'll get called in again. You maybe get thrown a couple lines. People can count on you. And if they can count on you, your career can flourish that way. Like, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Be good at doing the job. That's all. It was absolutely insane. But anyway, back to me, honey. It was a good ass time on set this week. Oh my God. I got so many great compliments about my work and how I'm portraying the character that I'm doing. And they love what I'm doing with the character. And they're just so proud that they picked me and all these different things. Like, I just was getting a lot of reassurance when I was on set. And I say that because while I was on set, y'all, let me tell y'all, while I was on set, I gotten a call from my manager, and she told me that and this is about a job that I had been auditioning for. I talked about it in my last show. It was a job that I had been auditioning for heavily. Like, I had been auditioning for it since August, honey. I've been in the room maybe 4 times with these people. 4 times, man. They kept telling me they loved me. They knew I was the one, and they can't wait for me to do my Camry. Did my Camry. Oh my God. Thanks, Court. Oh, we're so great. We love you, duh. We love you, duh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was giving me all the praise. They was throwing flowers at me, y'all. Got the call while I was on set. did not book the job. Baby, I was hurt. Did not book the job. And the thing about it was, you know, my agent told me right then and there, because I think she wanted to get it out the way. I didn't mind her telling me right then and there, because I think she knew that I'm telling you this now because you are literally in the middle of working right now. So I don't want you to feel like just because this is a no, people aren't, you know, recognizing you, recognizing your talent. Just because this person said no doesn't mean that you're literally in the midst of doing something you love right now. And I was literally so upset when she called me. I hung up the phone and I was just like, okay, thanks for calling and letting me know. She's like, yeah, don't worry about it, girl. Like, I promise you, this has given us the space to look for something better. And they always say that. And I love when they say that because it's so true. But, you know, you still can be upset. You know, I was a little upset. I've been working so hard on that audition. You know, I was, you know, you kind of, when you're doing an audition, I don't know if anybody's ever done an audition yet before, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about. When you really get into an audition, especially if you go into the room a couple times and you auditioning heavy, you learn the character, you start, you know, understanding the character, you create a background for that character, you know what this character is, and you know how you want that character to be displayed. And y'all, I was in her. I was in that woman. I was her, honey. And I knew that I was going to do well. But I think what also is funny about that is when I had my Kim read, I did notice that the person that they chose for the lead, I was like, you know, the chemistry could have been better, but you know, she's probably nervous and that's okay. Like, you know, I'm gonna do my thing. But you know, the chemistry could have been better. And I feel like that is probably why, because that if they once they pick their big lead person, if you don't mesh with the lead person, then they probably not gonna go with you. You know what I'm saying? So once they told me I didn't get it, I was like, I was upset for a minute, but then I thought about it. I was like, you know, we really wasn't meshing that well. We was meshing okay, you know, for what we got. You know, we just met each other. That was the first time we had ever met each other when we were doing our Kim read, which is a chemistry read, if anybody was wondering what I was saying. When I got into the room and I was like, you know, we're just meeting each other. Maybe the energy is off because we just met each other. But the energy just could have been off because we're not supposed to be playing opposite each other. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, after they told me that I didn't get it, and I was like, okay, I literally looked at myself in the mirror and was like, what is yours is going to be yours. I'm not about to chase after anything that's not supposed to be mine. I'm not about to be upset about anything that is not supposed to be mine. And I had to tell myself that, and then pull myself into perspective, like, bitch, you are on set. What you upset for? You always gonna get no's. You knew you was gonna get no's. And that's okay to get no's. We always talk about this. And I, you know, I talk about this on my show all the time. It's okay to get no's. It's okay to be upset about the no's, but it's also up to you on how you react and how you allow it to affect your energy. So, you know, it was good, y'all. It was good to know that I can now move on from that project and focus on the projects that love me, support me, and, you know, want to see me more. So, and I say that because as soon as I had that in my mental, right, they call me to set and stuff like that, and we finish, and like they're like, oh, this is so great, thank you so much for being here. They were literally like, my team loves you so much that they definitely want to see you again. Like, they cannot wait to see if they can find another way to put you in any other projects. Like, they've been talking heavily about you. Like, they really, really, really loved you on this project we're doing right now. And I just wanted to let you know that they are looking out for you, and they're hoping to put you in something new. I'm speaking cryptically because I can't give nothing away, y'all. I'm trying to be as cryptic as possible, child. But basically, one door closed and now another door is opening. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, one door had closed and I was like, okay, that's the end of that chapter. And another door was saying like, no, we fucking with you. We're gonna write you into something else. We're gonna, you know, put you in those right rooms. Like, constantly, you know, supporting me and wanting and can't wait to see more of me. So again, like I always say, not everything is for you, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was a bar. Did I just rhyme? Rapper too, adding to the resume. But anyway, yeah, I had a really great time on set. I cannot wait for y'all to see what's coming from me. It's going to be an exciting, exciting, exciting time. Okay. So that's a little personal about me. A little personal about me on set, you know, actor's life. I want to make sure I tell y'all about what it's like to be a Black actor and what it's like to be a me in this industry. And it's been a good time. I've been really enjoying my times on set. I feel like the characters I've been portraying are very much me, just maybe amplified or toned down a bit. But yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see. And I need y'all honest opinion when it comes out, because it does come out soon. I'm gonna give y'all an update when it does come out. I'm gonna give y'all an update maybe a week before to catch me, okay? Catch me, okay? All right, so let's talk about, before we get into the spooky season Rex, I want to talk about what I just started watching now. These are shows that were recommended to me last minute, and I should have already been on it, but baby was slipping, okay? So now I'm watching it, and I'm obsessed, okay? So the first thing on the list, my girl told me about this show. It's called Reboot. It's a Hulu original. Fun fact, I auditioned for this, but the girl who ended up getting the part that I auditioned for is, hold on, I wrote her name down, is Aaliyah Chanel Scott. She was on the show, my guilty pleasure favorite show, honestly, Sex Lives of College Girls. And that's the part of the audition for it. Her character's name is Timberly. And y'all, the show is good, honey. Oh, it's good. Let me go over my synopsis, because you know I love a good synopsis. Anybody who was on my last show, y'all know I love a good synopsis. So let's go over the Reboot synopsis. It's a Hulu original starring Rachel Bloom, Judy Greer, Johnny Knoxville, Keegan Michael Key, and Paul Reiser. An early 2000s family sitcom is rebooted, and the dysfunctional cast must deal with their unresolved issues in today's fast-changing world. Love a synopsis. It is very, very funny, y'all. Very quick-witted. Honestly, anything with Keegan Michael Key, I love. I think he's freaking hilarious, and I think he's so talented. Like, the boy can sing. He's great with sketch comedy, and he's a great actor. Like, he is absolutely phenomenal. I love him. And the relationship between Keegan and Judy Greer in the show, their banter, their dynamic is so hilarious. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. They have this effortless banter on the show, and it's just perfect. And Johnny Knoxville, I am a huge fan of Johnny Knoxville, from Jackass to all his all the movies he was making back in the day. Like, he has always been an extremely funny character whenever he's in shows or movies. So, like, I'm a huge fan of Johnny Knoxville. I'm so happy to see him basically playing himself in this show. It's quite nice. It's giving a nostalgic feel, okay? I'm only in episode 1, but I really cannot wait to see Aaliyah Chanel Scott kill it on the show. I feel like she's going to do a really good job. Off the clip that I saw her in, I'm like, off the clip that I saw her in, it was it's literally the scene I auditioned for. And I didn't do it the way she did it. She did it so effortlessly. I feel like I'd be trying to add a little twang in my auditions, but sometimes I don't even need to do that. Sometimes I'll be doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I can just be chill. I can be chill. And I feel like she delivers the line perfectly. And I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. That's right, girl. You know, I love you in Sex Lives of College Girls, so I just know I'm a lover in this too. So can't wait for y'all to get into the show too. It's called Reboot. It's a Hulu original. It is freaking hilarious. And the twist at the end is the twist at the end of the first episode is like, it reels you into the series. Okay. Very, very good. Cue it up. I know I'm late, but cue it up, please. It's very good. It's only got about 6 episodes. I'm not that late. Okay. But definitely cue it up. Next on my list that I've waited too long to watch, but I just watched recently, is Spiderhead. It's that movie on Netflix. It's got Miles Teller, Journey Smollett, and Chris Hemsworth. Let's do the synopsis, because, you know, I don't even need to say. You already know what I was about to say. 2 inmates form a connection while grappling with their past in a state-of-the-art penitentiary run by a brilliant visionary who experiments on his subjects with mind-altering drugs. This was actually quite good. I was a little surprised. You know, I'd be a little weary about extremely attractive characters playing people that could be sinister. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they really can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was very good. It had some very tense moments until the very end. But I don't know, man. Chris Hemsworth didn't really reel me in like I needed him to. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I needed mad scientist energy. I needed I don't let the looks fool you. I'm crazy. And I feel like he didn't really land that. You know, I feel like he's still in. I still feel like, and it could be me. It could be a mental block on my end that I'm still feeling like, yeah, that is Thor. That is no one else but Thor, the God of Thunder. That is no one else. And it could be a mental block on my part. But I just feel like he didn't really get me to feel the psychopath. You know what I'm saying? It was still given like cool guy who wears glasses. You know what it didn't land for me. It felt like a 90s rom-com where they try to portray the geek, but he's actually just an attractive man who has poor vision. You know what I'm saying? It never works. So I was a little disappointed by that, but you know, the star of the movie was Journey, and at this point, I just need her to lead in a psychological thriller, or like a scary movie, baby. She does not disappoint when it comes to the drama. Okay, I said this last episode. What was the last episode? I was talking about Lou on Netflix too. She don't hesitate. Okay, whatever Journey Smollett character she gets, she is that person. She is no one else. Journey is gone, baby. Journey is not here. I love Journey Smollett. I loved how well she did in this movie too. I think she portrayed her fear so well, her strength so well, her insecurities so well. I love watching a good actress and a good actor too. But I'm gonna be a little biased towards the ladies. I love seeing a good actress, man. Like just so much so where you are literally watching something and you forget that you're watching something. You're so enveloped into the movie or the show that you just like, oh damn, I forgot I was sitting on my damn couch. I thought I was in the room. You know what I'm saying? That is just a great actor to me, and I just love Journey, and I need her to be the lead in something. Y'all can go ahead and stop having her to the side. I need her at number 1 on the call sheet for the next scary thriller. Okay? Number 1 on the call sheet. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm speaking it into the universe. Journey Smollett, number 1 on the call sheet for her next film. Okay? Another show I was late on. Okay? Another show I was late on. Please forgive me. I know the community gonna get me on this one. Raising Kanan. Baby. I know I'm late. I already know they're already on their second season. And honestly, I haven't watched any of the other books either. I haven't watched the first book or the second book because I don't know, y'all. Tariq, that boy been getting on my nerves since the first Power. I couldn't stand watching him. But that just lets me know he's a great actor. Remember what? A great actor he's gonna make me annoyed with him. A great actor makes you angry, okay? A great actor makes you hate him. Who's another one I hate? What's his name? Blair? What's the man's name? Blair Thompson? The man who be the mean black man and all the Medea stuff? He be getting me mad too. But that makes a great actor. You know what I'm saying? That makes a great character. But I just couldn't watch him, y'all. But Raising Kanan? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me get into the synopsis. Starring Patina Miller, Makai Curtis, Haley Kilgore, and Joey Badass. Come on. In 1990, Queens' 15-year-old Kanan is eager to become a member of his family-run drug trafficking business in South Jamaica, and that is now expanding all over New York. Okay, perfect, vague, good to go. Why? I feel like people was telling me to watch this show, but it wasn't enough. I needed people to be banging on my door to watch this show. I've only touched the first episode and I'm hooked. I'm waiting to get off of this show so I can cue it up. Okay? It is so good. It is so good, y'all. I'm out from under my rock. I see the light. First of all, Patina motherfucking Miller. Hey, man. That's a bad bitch. Okay? A G, if you will. Besides her beauty, because baby is stunning. Okay? She is the most, she definitely gives 90s black Black woman. The blow up, the fluff, the way she walked, the eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like her whole look is just, mwah, that was a chef's kiss, y'all. Mwah. She is beautiful, but she's also not to be toyed with. You know what I'm saying? Like her power is just palpable, okay? Pun unintended. Baby, she is literally my favorite person on the show. Everybody's good on the show, mind you, but Patina Miller, honey, she's like the, if I was to enter that world, she's the woman I would want to be in that world. You know what I'm saying? She's the woman I need to be in that world. She is a fucking badass. She plays every scene that she's in. She shows her strength. She shows her love. She shows her intensity. Absolutely amazing. She's an amazing actress. Love her in the show. And if we're being honest, the other woman who's the lead in the show is phenomenal too. Haley Kilgore as Jukebox. Amen. A definite strong presence on the screen. And I love that they have her singing in this too, her being a part of choir practice, because she has this very rough, edgy demeanor. But as she plays this, but you can see her softness in her singing. You can see her softness with the little relationships she got going on in the show. But like that is such an amazing thing to do, to show roughness and softness at the exact same time. And I feel like Haley Kilgore does that so beautifully. Absolutely amazing. Now, the person who surprised me the most was Mr. Javon Virginie Scott, okay? Joey Badass as Unique. Listen. The boy done found his passion, okay? He is a true menace in this show. I feel like you can always tell when somebody's doing some good-ass acting, because, like I said, if I'm not fucking with you, I'm like, oh, this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm like, oh, boy. He's wreaking havoc on the show. Like, I'm already just grimacing already watching him. That's how I know you're doing your damn job, man. That's how I know you're doing your damn job. He is so good. And I've only seen him in the first, y'all, I've only watched the first episode. I don't know why it took me so long to watch Raising Kanan. I'm tripping. It's so, that first episode got me reeled in. I literally am on my Hulu right now, just waiting to press play on the second episode. I got the little stars package on my Hulu. Just waiting to press episode 2. Queued up. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to see how the rest of this goes. Very great first episode. Definitely reeled me in, and I cannot wait to hurry up and catch up so I can be caught up on season 2. I've been trying not to watch nothing about spoilers, because y'all be trying to spoil shit for me. Damn. But anyway, those are my top recs right now. Absolutely love those shows that I've been watching, and that movie that I watched was pretty good too. So yeah, that's what I'm watching. Get into it. Let me know what y'all think about them. You can always DM me or, message me on my Instagram. This is Courtney Taylor. Okay, now let's get into the spooky season recommendations. These are movies that I am seeing and movies that I have not seen yet, but have been added to my list. So let's start off with the first thing that I saw. Now, mind you, y'all, it's been a busy week, okay? I was on set and I've been preparing my house because, spoiler, I forgot to tell y'all, I'm getting 2 cats. Oh my God, I forgot to tell that in my personal life recap. Y'all, I'm getting 2 cats. Oh, it's going to be so nice. They're two Siamese cats. They're brother and sister. My neighbor's Siamese cats had kittens, and she was like, I can't keep these kittens in my house. I need somebody to take them. And I was like, oh, I'll take a kitten. And then I went down there and I realized how like they kind of like to be with a buddy. So I just said I'll adopt 2. Oh my God, I'm about to have 2 cat children. Y'all, I can't believe it. I'm about to be a cat parent. Oh God, I can't wait. But anyway, I've been preparing my apartment for my cats all week, and I was on set too, so a little baby been busy. But I did watch a couple things, and I wanted to let off, the few that I watched that were pretty good. So my first one I ended up watching was called Orphan First Kill. Now, that was on Paramount Plus. If y'all watched the first Orphan, which I thought was amazing, I thought the first Orphan was good, honey. I thought it was very good. Great twist at the end. This one was surprisingly good because I was getting nervous. They had the same girly from the first one in this one, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get into the synopsis first before I get into the review. Okay, so Orphan First Kill. It's on Paramount Plus. We got in this movie Isabel Furman, Julia Stiles, Matthew Finlan, and Rossif Sutherland. Okay, after escaping from a psychiatric facility in Estonia, Esther travels to America by impersonating the missing daughter of a wealthy family. Yet, an unexpected twist arises that pits her against a mother who will protect her family at any cost. That is a perfect description of that movie. But still gives a little mystery. Okay? Very, very good. Very, very. This was actually way better than I thought it would be. When I saw that they were using the same, like I said, when I saw that they were using the same girl from the first one, I was like, how y'all gonna do that? Because it's not like y'all really have this 30-year-old Benjamin Button case woman who was playing the daughter. You know what I'm saying? In the first Orphan. So how y'all gonna make her look young in a movie that's happening, what, 4 years later? You know what I'm saying? The baby done grew up, okay? But they actually did a really good job. I don't know what type of technology they was using. I don't know how they made her look short like that. But honey, yeah, they did the damn thing. It was very good. And the twist, y'all, there's a twist right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of that movie. Very good, very good. And also not surprising, but also very good at the same time. I love a good twist. So this was a very good movie. It's a perfect movie to add to the spooky season list. Once again, that is Orphan First Kill. I guess it would be called the prequel to the original Orphan movie. Very, very good. Definitely added to the list. It's on Paramount Plus. Okay. Now, next on the list I have is Mr. Harrigan's Phone. That is Netflix. It's starring Jaden Martell, Donald Sutherland, Kirby Howell-Baptiste, and Cyrus Arnold. Let's get into the synopsis, honey. Craig, a young boy, befriends the elderly billionaire John Harrigan. Craig then gives him a mobile phone. However, when the man dies, Craig discovers that he can communicate with his friend from the grave. Ooh, okay. Very eerie, very suspenseful. This movie was put on my maybe list, as in I stopped in the middle of the movie due to its slow nature, so maybe I'll finish it, maybe I won't. Okay, and I'm leaning more towards the won't. Y'all, this was very slow moving for me. I couldn't get into it. I feel like I watched as much as I could, and I waited for the drama, y'all. I was waiting for the drama. I was waiting for the scariness, and it did not hit until maybe an hour in. But I don't even think I got that far, because before the scariness happened, I said, I cannot watch to see. I cannot spend another minute on this. It was just too slow. And for some reason, it got #1 movie on Netflix right now. So then I had to do my research, y'all. I figured out why it was #1. Because Netflix tracks their movies by viewership tracking metric. Let me say that again, y'all. I was stuttering all the way through that. I figured out why Mr. Harrigan's Phone was #1 movie on Netflix, because Netflix ranks their movies by viewership tracking metric, okay? Which considers a movie being viewed each time an account watches something for 2 minutes. Isn't that crazy? The #1 movie in America only is #1 because it's been clicked more. That's how Netflix be basing their #1 movie. Child, they know they ain't right for that. That's how they be getting them #1 movies so quick, them #1 shows so quick, okay? Because when my friend told me, she said I couldn't even, I turned it off after the first 5 minutes. Baby, it don't matter. The view counts. That's why they got the #1 movie right now. And you know how I knew I wasn't tripping about it? Because I even broke my movie rule about this. Over this movie. I decided to look up the end of the movie. Yeah. I looked up what the ending was. And the ending was lackluster and predictable. Okay? Listen. I wanted more. I don't know. I just wanted more sinister. I don't know. I just expected more from the film. I was a little disappointed, but I'm glad they got the #1 spot. Good for them. You know, it's a lot of hard work in there. And you know, I love me some Kirby Howard Baptiste. I love me a nice, beautiful Black woman on the screen. Okay, love it, love it, love it. I'll support her in the film, her alone. Okay. But, you know, if you want to add to the watch list, by all means, do so. You know, my review isn't the end-all, be-all review. But a baby got taste now. If you go to my watch list series on my Instagram and my TikTok can be able to find it better because it has playlists. My watch list recommendations are, if I do say so myself, flawless, honey. Yeah, flawless. So, you know, by all means, watch it, see how you feel. But I'm gonna hit you with an "I told you so" if you say it was boring. Okay. Next on my list that I watched this a while ago, but I wanted to mention it now because it is very, very good. It's called Fresh. I'm saying the word fresh. Okay. That's the only, I love a one-word titled movie, and one word, one syllable, fresh. And baby, this movie is good. It's on Hulu. It's starring Sebastian Stan, Daisy Edgar Jones, Dayo Okiniyi. I'm so sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong. And Jonica T. Gibbs. Let's talk about the synopsis, shall we? The horrors of modern dating are seen through the eyes of a young woman who is battling to survive her new boyfriend's unusual appetites. Ooh, that was a good one. I love a good synopsis read. Okay, this is good, y'all. A very, very, very good movie. I was screaming half the time at the TV like I usually do when I watch a horror movie and I think a character is doing some silly shit. But honey, it was good. It was good. Shout out to my girl JoJo for doing such a great job as Molly in the movie. I love her in 20s. I think she is absolutely phenomenal. I think she's effortlessly funny, and I thought she did a really great job with this. Like I thought she did really, really good. Definitely played the voice of reason in the movie. The very much so the "girl, what is you doing?" voice that we were all screaming at the TV. Okay, I loved her for that. You know, more power to her because, honey, I don't know if I would have did the same thing you did, but God bless you. It was in the script. I knew you had to do what the script was saying. But I think the movie is so, so good. I think it's a great twist on the kind of thriller horror. Is it horror? What did you say, horror? Not too gory. I think horror is more gore. But this is a very good thriller. I think it's kind of scary. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I also thought Sebastian Stan did a really good job. Chris Hemsworth, baby, I'm gonna need you to take some notes. That is how you play a sinister fine man, okay? He played both likable and psychopathic. Like, I was literally, there were times I was so frustrated with him, but I was like, nah, I could see why this is happening. I see why she was wooed by this man. But when he got scary and sinister, it felt like that. It landed. Okay. I didn't think Chris Hemsworth was doing it in Spiderhead. I'm sorry. I felt like he was trying to be the scary scientist dude, but it wasn't giving. I felt like Sebastian Stan was coming in and out of that. I'm charming, but also watch your motherfucking back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he did it perfectly. This was an absolute roller coaster ride of emotions, and quite possibly a worst case scenario situation for any woman. I feel like this is literally, you know how when women be thinking about stuff, I feel like women, we share this, you know. When women be thinking about things, we always think, well, what if the worst thing happens to me on this date? Like, let me go ahead and send my friend their driver's license and their license plate number just in case they try and kidnap me and sex traffic me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody thinks that. Like, every woman right before they go on their first date is like, well, let me send out his information to my friend. That way, if I do go missing, we have a culprit. You know what I'm saying? We always think in this way. And this movie catapults you into an even worse case scenario. Okay? Very, very good. Please add it to you guys' watch list. It's called Fresh. It's on Hulu. And baby, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And I'm not going to leave out Miss Daisy Edgar Jones. She did her damn job in that. A phenomenal job indeed. It was very good. She played very like, what am I, helpless, but then also like, I'm gonna be strong. I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like she did a really good job. I 100% recommend this movie. It's on Hulu. Add it to your spooky season list. Okay. Another one I watched recently, also on Hulu. I watched the Hellraiser remake. Yes, starring Odessa Zion, Drew Starkey, Jamie Clayton was Pinhead. Fun fact, when I was watching the movie, I remember auditioning for Riley, Odessa Zion's character. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that girl's last name wrong. I've seen her plenty of times. I'm sorry I didn't look up how to pronounce her name. Also to you, Dio, if you listen to this. I'm so sorry. I love your work, though. But I auditioned for that character. And it's funny because what you'll notice is a lot of the time when you audition for things, they'll never like put if it's something that, they don't want knowing is being made, they always put like untitled scary movie project or untitled this, or, or they'll call it something completely different in general. And I don't remember it being called Hellraiser, but I do remember auditioning for that. And I do remember not being able to get that fear, honey. It is so hard auditioning for scary movies. And I think it has something to do with me being in an apartment because, I'm in an apartment and I can't really scream like I want to. I can't really cry like I want to because sooner or later the police going to be at my door because my neighbors think something happening to me in my apartment. You know what I'm saying? How do people be auditioning for these scary movies? How? Like, ooh, especially when you apartment living. Like, I'll be trying to scream and cry and bang on the walls and scratch and do all these different things. But, I'm in an apartment. I got to be respectable to my neighbors, So, I don't know. Either way, Odessa killed it. I don't think I would have been able to reach that sense of fear like she did. Odessa killed it. Let's go into the synopsis because, your girl. A young woman must confront the sadistic supernatural forces behind an enigmatic puzzle box responsible for her brother's disappearance. This was a perfect movie for the season, especially if you into that gore, honey. Ooh, honey, that was a vicious movie. It was a great remake. I felt, in my personal opinion, I thought it was a good remake, or a based off of, I thought it did a really good job. I felt like it gave you the gore, the fear, the nastiness. Oh God, it was a gory film, but very, very good. I think Odessa did a one hell of a job. It was absolutely intense all the way throughout. Yeah, that movie is just nasty, honey. If you get a little queasy, I don't know if I would cue that up, especially down to that device they had. Not to give nothing away, spoiler. Not to give nothing away, but the device they had in one of the dudes' chest cavities. Oh my God! I literally, I'm scrunching my hands right now. Oh God, I'm scrunching my hands right now because I couldn't take watching it. I had to turn away every time he popped up on the screen. Definitely a nasty, gory movie. Cue it up if you into that. It's a perfect spooky season movie if you into that gore and viciousness, honey. Definitely cue it up. It's on Hulu. Hellraiser, give it a go. Okay, and last one on my list that I watched and loved and didn't hear enough about. Okay, I wasn't chatting about this enough. It's called Malignant. Malignant. It's on HBO Max. It's got Annabelle Wallis in it, McKenna Grace, and Maddie Hasson. Oh my goodness. Synopsis time. Paralyzed by fear from shocking visions, a woman's torment worsens as she discovers her waking dreams are terrifying realities. Oh, okay. That's a good synopsis. I had to read the synopsis after I've watched something. I'm like, it does perfectly and vaguely describe what's going on in the film. Y'all, this movie is so good. Why wasn't y'all talking about it? It's been out since last year. Oh, it's so good. It's insane. Please add it to your scary movie list. It's so good. It's so good. I want to give a small shout out to my girl, Nicole White, playing the badass detective, trying to get down to the bottom of whatever sinister situation is happening here. She did the damn thing. I met Nicole White when I was in Budapest when I was filming for The Invitation. She was in my same hotel. And I remember saying, like, oh my God, like, well, we ran into each other. She was like, oh my God. Like, because I'm not going to say this part, but she was just excited to see another person who looked like her, at the hotel in Budapest. But we were talking. She's like, oh my God, let's exchange numbers so we can hang out and do dinner or something like that. And then we got to talking. I was like, first of all, girl, I kind of said I loved Malignant. I loved you in Malignant because I was doing the invitation, and that to me was my first scary movie. And I asked her, was this her first scary movie? And she was like, yeah. Well, did she tell me it was her first scary movie? I think she did. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that. But I just like to pick her brain about it. And she said that she loved doing it. It was such a fun time. So I cannot wait to really get into my horror movie, scary movie era, y'all. Ooh, I can't wait. Because this movie right here, this movie was phenomenal. Very good. Crazy twist. Crazy twist. Did not see that coming. And what surprised me about the movies was the fight scene they had in it. Oh my goodness. Y'all, please cue up Malignant when you get a chance. Malignant is so good. It's on HBO Max. It is a perfect scary movie to add to the spooky season list. And it's, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. And I don't think people talked about it enough. And myself, I love a good scary movie. So I don't want to just be watching any old thing when it comes to scary movie. I'll shut a scary movie off if it ain't doing it justice. Okay. Definitely get into with some Malignant, HBO Max. Okay, I'll go over what I've watched. Just to do a slight recap. Okay, slight recap for my spooky season recommendations that I've watched already. Orphan First Kill, Paramount Plus. You can watch Mr. Harrigan's Phone on Netflix if you want to. You let me know how you feel about it. Fresh on Hulu. Very good. Hellraiser also on Hulu. Also pretty good. Let me know what y'all think about that one too. And Malignant on HBO Max. Please cue that up. Very good. Okay. Very good indeed. Movies that are still on my watches that I haven't watched yet. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm tripping. But they're on my list, and I know I'm gonna watch them soon. Okay. First on the list is Smile. After witnessing a bizarre traumatic incident involving a patient, Dr. Rose Cotter starts experiencing frightening occurrences that she can't explain. As an overwhelming terror begins taking over her life, Rose must confront her troubling past in order to survive and escape her horrifying new reality. Ooh. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm hoping the synopsis is a perfect description of what I'm about to see. I'm excited to see it. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast. I'm excited to see it. Rob Morgan is in it. I met him maybe a week or so ago at the Jasmine's Blues premiere that I went to. He is so kind, so amazing. I literally talked to him. I was like, I love you and everything you, and I feel like you really submerged yourself into the character. And so I can't wait to see him in this. Another movie I need to go see, Terrifier 2. Did y'all hear that people were throwing up outside the theater watching Terrifier 2? Throwing up. Oh, yeah. That sounds extremely scary, but also like sickly scary. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but also I'm very intrigued. Okay. Resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown returns to Miles County to terrorize a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween night. Listen, y'all, I gotta see this movie because my baby Lauren Rivera is the teenage girl. I love that girl. She is such a great actress. I heard she is kicking ass in this movie. And I can't wait to see my baby on the big screen. I gotta go see it. I can't wait to see her. I heard it's very good. I heard it's nasty though. It's a gory. I'm hearing it's bad, y'all. Like nasty gore. Like I was talking about Hellraiser being vicious and nasty. This might take the cake, okay? They saying this one is gore, okay? Watchers be advised, this movie sounds crazy, but I can't wait to see it. I gotta support my girl. That's also on my list. I have Pearl on my list too, and I have Pearl on my list because I watched X, the slasher movie with Kid Cudi. It had Jenna Ortega in it. It has the lead of the girl who's in Pearl in this, and I think that's what it is. It's the prequel to X. Pearl is. So I'm interested to see it, and I heard it's got really great reviews. Let's go into the synopsis. Trapped on her family's isolated farm, Pearl must tend to her ailing father under the bitter and overbearing watch of her devout mother. Hoping for a more glamorous life, Pearl's ambitions, temptations, and repressions all collide to horrific effect. Oh, Oh, that's a good synopsis. Now I'm excited to see it again. I'm interested in that one because I actually enjoyed the slasher one. That came out first. So this is supposed to be the prequel to that, and I'm very interested to see. Very interested to see it. I have Watcher on my list. I just saw this pop up recently. Let's get into the synopsis. As a serial killer stalks the city, a young actress who just moved to town with her boyfriend notices a mysterious stranger watching her from across the street. Ooh, it's on Sling, y'all. I've been seeing great reviews on that one. And that one just popped up out of nowhere for me. I'm intrigued to see what it's about. Because that's also another worst case scenario for any woman. You move to a new city and then you look out your window. Is somebody watching you from the street? Oh God. Oh God. Another worst case scenario, y'all. I just terrifying. Terrifying. But still intrigued to watch it. I'm gonna queue it up. I'm gonna give my review on it later. Another one is The Baby. This is supposed to be a comedy horror series. Let me tell y'all the synopsis. The show follows the story of a 38-year-old woman and how her carefree life takes a horrid turn after the aforementioned toddler literally drops out of the sky into her arms. Listen, I am intrigued. I'm hearing great things about it. I don't know who I was on set with. Oh, it was when I was away. It was when I was away filming for Out of My Mind. Somebody told me to watch The Baby. The Baby is good. Like it's this, horror comedy on HBO Max, must watch. I'm like, all right, we'll see. Now I'm seeing all these great reviews. Might have to queue it up. It's only one season in, so I'm glad. So I love when I can catch a show for the first time on the first season, because I feel like I'm watching it with everybody now. I feel like we're in a group, in a support group for the show. So I'm excited to cue that one up. I heard it's really, really good. I will be sure to give you guys my review on that as well. But yeah, y'all, that's been my life, honey. That's what I've been doing. This is what I've been watching. These are my spooky recommendations. And yeah, it's been a good time. I'm loving the month of October so far. Been really enjoying the different projects I've been hearing back from and being a part of this month. And just, getting excited for what the rest of the year has in store for me. You know what I'm saying? A little actor tip before I let you guys go. A little actor tip. Let's see. I know I talked heavily earlier. I'll just reiterate from earlier, because maybe the people in the room right now aren't, the same people who were in the room earlier. I'm going to reiterate what I said earlier. When you are a person on set, no matter what you are, no matter who you are on set, the cast, the background, the person who's dealing with the lights, the sound, the director, anybody, every single person on set is extremely important. Extremely important. And I would like to argue that people who are, let me say, how do I say this? I would like to argue that people who you don't usually see that often, like when you see the final product and you really only see like the cast, or, you know what I'm saying? Like the people who you don't see are the most important. So I want y'all to take that into consideration as people continue to be actors and actresses in this world. If you are trying to get into this world and you're going the route of a background actor, you have to understand that comes with a lot of patience, that comes with a lot of understanding, and it comes with a lot of being a good sport. Like, you cannot be an asshole on set. Like, it's just, like, you cannot. You literally have to be on your best behavior. You have to be your best self. I don't know what your best self is, but if you're not your best self in your real life, when you come to set, you need to be your best self there. Okay? Because you're needed. You're so necessary. You move. The background actors allow you to submerge yourself into the story. Not just the cast who's talking, who you're following along, but the people walking by, the people on their cell phones, the people talking with their friends. Like it's like you're taking a peek into a world. And if you're not here to help that world be created, get off the set. There are way too many people who want to be a part of this world. There are way too many people who want the job and are willing to do the work. Okay? So please understand your importance, no matter what part no matter what part you're playing in a project that you're in, that you are important and that you need to be your best self when you're on set. Okay? That's it, y'all. This is a great show. I'm excited to see whatever spooky recs I can provide for you guys in these upcoming shows. I have to post my other episode from last week, y'all, but I've been busy. I'm gonna post it this week though. I'm gonna edit it tonight and I'll post it for y'all by Monday. I'm gonna give myself a deadline. The episode from last week will be posted Monday. Okay. Love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Please follow me on my platforms. I'm gonna say that again. Please follow me on all my platforms. This is Courtney Taylor on Instagram and TikTok. This is Courtney T on Twitter. I be talking my shit on there as well. I'll be kind of funny sometimes. And yeah, follow me, y'all. Get on my YouTube as well. I'll be posting content there. And that's where my radio show will be, on my YouTube, until I figure out another avenue I'll post it on. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.